Hello, classmates. So for today, I have watched Gurren Lagann, and for now, I have already 3D printed this. This is I think Simon's key for the mecha. So I thought to myself, why don't I just paint it? And while I do that, I'll give you my review of the show. Well, for now, my review will not be very good. I just watch anime, don't give reviews. I had to rewatch it to understand the plot a little bit. But if you give me a discount, I can kinda give some trust information, my point of view, and all of the stuff. So let's start. So with this being a review, and the anime is almost 15 years old, I think some people have watched, some people will not watch because it's old. Especially you see that, especially in the first episodes with the art style. I know it's the anime companies that like that. It's the studio, but some people may not like it, so I understand. But for now, the anime was exceedingly pleasant to watch. It was like a Saturday morning cartoon, I think, just like that. And for that, chill episode 8. Chill episode 8, because episode 8 was devastating. Extremely devastating. If you take, for example, Kamina's death, man, that hit hard. That hit hard. Way harder than it should hit. I know because he was like a cheesy character. I didn't like him at first. But when you start seeing him more and more, you just love him because when he inspires Simon, he inevitably inspires you. So that's why Kamina was such a great leader. Then for that first part, I think that was the main part of the show, giving us a false illusion that he might be the true protagonist and not Simon's. But when he died, for me the show was a little bit over. I need to take a break for 2 or 3 days to understand what the fuck had happened. But for now, it was it was extremely extremely important that he had died, because if he had not died, Simon would never have grown, and he would probably, just like Simon said in the end of the series, the old generation would get in front of the new generation, and that would be kind of what would happen if he had not died, because his arc was over. He was just a supporting character now that I see with the full picture. So it was that impressive. And I think the first part was like that, was Simon's growth to become a new leader. But as you can see, I think Nina was an interesting character, not interesting as Kamina, but kinda supporting character in the beginning. A counterbalance to Yoko sexy. She was a little bit more reclusive, I think. But I think Yoko, yes, Yoko was more like Kamina, but Nia was just perfect for Simon. If you see in the series, so till they defeat Lord Genome, great scene. They defeated Lord Genome, I think was his name, and I would probably think that when they defeated, they will probably kill off all the animals like things, but they just imprison them. I think it would be a little too much if they had killed them. But for now, it was very much of a surprise. I don't think the show would get a little more complex, because the main focus was the liberation of humanity, But now when Lord Jimon died and he said the time was ticking down, and that was it. There was nothing we can do. But even with that, we just had to keep carry on, and Simone did it perfectly. The only problem that I saw with the new arc, the anti-spiral arc in general, was that it was kinda rushed. I felt in the first beginning because humanity has progressed so much in just like 3 years, I think was the show, and that didn't make a lot of sense to me. The main was just carving stone, and then boom, they were building skyscrapers and doing all of that. So at first it didn't make so much of sense to me, but after the explanation and all of the world building, I understand a little bit more. But even that, I don't think it will be that advanced. And just keeping the limit to 1 million men was suddenly a very tedious task. So I think Russell did the best thing. He conglomerates everybody into a big city because if people are living in small spaces, they may not have as much kids as they would with an open space. So I can understand what he got from that. But yes, it was kind of authoritarian. But if you see Russell's stories, that he came from somewhat of a cult inside a cave, and you would understand a little bit of his kind of like philosophy. But even so, it was just authoritarian of him, kind of like that. But anyways, he he did the job. Simon had not the balls to do it. Simon would just wanna the guy should be free of living through all the slavery. So I understand that, but I like how the show portrayed that because they didn't say anything about having 1 million men, and when the Ant Spiral said it, it was dramatic. It almost caused a revolution for them. When the Caminas when the Caminas sta- statue was destroyed, I felt angry. I felt extremely angry, but I can understand it. Can understand it. Your government, you are going to die, and that's what the impending doom of the Antispiral made in sense of that. But even so, I cling to hope because this is anime. After all, it's going to end out well. They're gonna win, but the build up of pressure throughout the show, it's so well done. It's extremely well done. And if you think for a bit, it all comes down to pressure because for once the first half you need to destroy a large genome, and then the threat increases, it not decreases like that did. So Russell tried to kill himself because he led the people to space, and then the end spiral is like you're going to destroy a wall, but Simon saves the day, and that all of that. One thing that I just found out was the arc of Yoko. I never understand why she became a teacher and like disappeared for all these 3 or 5 years. It was kind of strange, like kind of random. I think it would be best if she had sided or with Simon or with Russell and staying there, just like in just like the other characters, but that's just my opinion, you know. And all of that was just overwhelming, extremely overwhelming. In the end, I know people said that the movie did a little bit better than the anime, but I haven't watched the movie. I have only watched the anime. So the anime ending, my God, it was good. The final arc, the arc they went to space and like that, it was extremely good. You could see like how they evolved throughout the years and all of that. The faith Simon had on the crew, all the experience was just great. It was just great. And I know I felt kind of random that they kill off half of the Gurren Lagann team, but in the end, I think it will make sense. Like everything, it shows that everything was against Simmons and his great plan to save all the races. But I don't know, man. It just felt kind of forced. But Keaton's death was extremely well made. Keaton's death was extremely well made. Man, when he kissed Yoko, I felt a little bit cuck for Simon and for Kamina as well, but things gotta work out. And the final confrontation where they fight they fight on top of a little galaxy was just, man, it was just another level of crazy. And I just like how when he defeated the anti-spiral didn't pull out of the same old trick that, oh, we live forever, oh, we were the ones defend the universe, so now you're gonna pay the price. No, he just accepted. It kind of humanizes him. It humanizes him, showing that he has human feelings, that he has all that feelings inside of him, that why he made the decision, just like when Lord, killed all his comrades. He had reasons, not just I want to pull all the other races down and that's it. He had feelings. Well, now let's talk the ending. The ending was, I don't say it was bad, but for me it felt like kind of sad because nobody got what they truly want. Just like just the side character, Simon's is gonna live forever without his brother and seeing all the other people's die. I just felt it was too much. It was too much. Now you're torturing the guy because, man, you're gonna live forever because of the spiral power. But nobody that knows you is going to live forever. So you're just like that, a relic of the past. But at least he won't influence the another generation. But even so, it felt kind of bad. I felt kind of bad for Simon. But it all worked out. It all worked out in the end. Seeing him pass down the steel was extremely good. So for now, that's it. Bye bye.